Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Shades here. If it's your first time stopping by, be sure to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. Now let's jump into the video. If you followed my alerts, you would have made well over 20%, not just on the previous one, but possibly on the next one as well. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you missed out on this trade alert and the previous alerts, feel free to join the premium Discord, link in the description below, and I will see you guys in the next video. SoundHound AI Inc. sitting at $5.12. In the Discord yesterday, I alerted and told everyone, well, it says yesterday here at 11:51 a.m., but by the time you see this video, it might not have been yesterday. I added another 100 shares at 513 Sound, and then someone asked me, why are you adding, are you chasing? And I said, chasing? My friend, it just broke above $5. For those of you who don't know, it was struggling. It was struggling to get back above $5. It tried so many times here, as you can see. It would peak at $5 and then come back down. Even back here, look at that. Look at that. It would keep touching $5 and it just, buyers could not push it back up. Eventually, it dipped as low as 442 before buyers they stepped in again, pushed it back up, and finally broke that $5 range. And we are sitting above it. So I was like, you know what? Resistance has just become support, at least for now. I'm gonna buy another 100 shares. I'm not gonna go in big. Now I think I've mentioned this before, or maybe I haven't, because I make so many videos. I don't know which videos I talk about what's going on with the stock market. Okay, so we have a lot of earnings, and earnings season, we tend to get a lot of volatility. Tesla dumped, everything came down with it. People bought the dip, and now we're coming back up. So this coming week, we could see the same thing happen. We could see some big companies have some bad earnings and the stock market comes down again, and then we rise because buyers step in. Now, if we get some stocks with some good earnings, we'll see the market as a whole come up. That's just how it is. That's kind of what I mean by there's probably going to be a lot of volatility this coming week because of earnings. So either way, despite that, because of the increase in volatility around earnings, I am playing with much smaller positions relative to what I normally would buy. Normally, I would buy more, like 300, 500, maybe 1,000 at most. But at this point, I'm like, you know what? Just 100 shares. Let's keep it simple. Let's not go crazy. I don't want to miss out, but I'm also not gonna, I'm not gonna throw too much at it. That's just me, though. I know some people, when I buy 100 shares, they're buying 1,000. So it is what it is. You do you. But I think it's a buy, especially after that breakout. It was key that we get above that $5 range because for a couple of days it just sat there, just kind of toying with teasing buyers. Hey, we might go up above 5. Anyways, let's continue here. I did some sleuthing. I looked around at their subsidiaries because they do have some subsidiaries here. Sin Q3. All Set was the interesting one that caught my attention. We'll talk about that one in a bit. And Midomi, their parent organization, SoundHound AI. So I did some sleuthing and I found it Midomi. Let's go over this one first because it's kind of very simple in the sense that you can search for music using your voice by singing or humming. So you literally hum or sing whatever song you're trying to find, and it finds it for you. So and I clicked on the website. Pretty straightforward. I clicked on the website. It's in French. And let me translate. I don't know. Pense à ta maman. I'm pretty sure that means think of. I'm assuming think of your mom. Ta bon vie. Yeah, I'm not gonna pretend like I know French. But yeah, it's a very. There's not much info here. Like if I click on about, it just sends me to SoundHound AI's website. So it's kind of a very basic, probably WordPress website that someone just threw up. But but yeah, no, there's not much information beyond that. So, but that's something to keep in mind that they do have a way if you're looking for a song and it's in your head and it's on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't, you just don't know the name. You can go to Midori and try to find it through there, which is awesome. That's I didn't know they had that, and it's good to know that they do. But this one's the more interesting one, the All Set one. All Set. Let's go to the PR here. This PR was from June 20, 2024. SoundHound AI acquires ordering platform Allset to fast track its vision of a voice commerce ecosystem. The closing of the acquisition will bring additional restaurant relationships. That's the key takeaway from this PR. Out of everything that's said in this PR, this is the biggest takeaway. The closing of the acquisition will bring additional restaurant relationships. They made this acquisition knowing full well that by acquiring this, they have, in essence, access to all these other restaurants now. This company also already had relationships with the other restaurants that SoundHound may not have, but by acquiring them, now they can implement their technology with all these other restaurants, and that's money in the bank for them. So we don't know what additional restaurant relationships will be announced in the future, but we do know that that's coming, and that's a catalyst. That's really the most important thing. Is that's a catalyst. That's a PR. That's a headline that will come out in the future, and that could get people excited and send the share price moving. So that's the takeaway there. The closing of the acquisition will bring additional restaurant relationships. We don't know what those relationships are, but it'll bring more, and that'll bring more hype, more share price movement to the upside more than anything. So that's kind of like the things that I look for. You got to read between the lines sometimes and try to predict like what okay, they're saying this, why are they saying this? And you kind of that's what I like to do at least. Although sometimes I'll admit I'll overthinking, that's going to happen when you start trying to dissect a little too much. The business received backing from investors, including Andreessen Horowitz, and has amassed nearly 7,000 restaurant partners. So this is a PR from December 7, 2023. SoundHound pays $25 million for restaurant AI firm SynQ3, which is a company providing restaurants with voice artificial intelligence. The deal will make SoundHound the preeminent U.S. provider of voice AI for restaurants, significantly extending its market reach by an order of magnitude to over 10,000 signed locations and accelerating the deployment of leading-edge generative AI capabilities to the industry. And SoundHound is I'm assuming they paid the $25 million to acquire SynQ3 since they did close that deal. If you notice from the two PRs that I've read with regards to the subsidiaries that they have, they've been making acquisitions that make sense and that have helped them grow quite a bit. That's why you've seen them. Yeah, that's why you've seen their financials jump, their revenues jump 50% every year. They make smart acquisitions. That's another takeaway from this. So hopefully you learned something from watching this video because I learned a lot too. Like I kind of knew like, hey, at some point I need to look deeper into SoundHound. Let's look at their subsidiaries. I mean, there's more that we can talk about, but I just wanted to focus on the subsidiaries. Why did they make these acquisitions? What's going to come of this in the future? And I think it's not only started to pay off already, but it's going to continue to pay off as we move into 2025 as well. So I'm very bullish on this one long term, as I think I said this in my previous video. The price targets from analysts, it's at like $10, $7.50, and this thing is sitting at $5, which is another reason why I bought $100 worth. And not $100 worth, what am I talking about? 100 shares, but I'm not looking to add big because of the volatility that's inherent to earnings season. So again, you do you, but I think long term, I think trust the process and you will make money. If you followed my alerts, you would have made well over 20%, not just on the previous run, but possibly on the next one as well. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you missed out on this trade alert and the previous alerts, feel free to join the premium Discord, link in the description below, and I will see you guys in the next video.